Hey everyone, today for you I got another book review. This should be the last one. I read this. It's a really short book. I read it in like 4 hours or so. It's a really short book, and it's one of the best books I read. Uh, so it's Plague of the Nurglings. I think it's book 5. It's book 5 of the Warhammer Adventure series. And this is honestly one of the best books I read. It's just a masterpiece in writing. Uh, and it's just really interesting. And as someone who likes Death Guard a lot, I made a lot of Death Guard unification videos. As someone who likes Death Guard a lot, I saw Nurglings, and I just had to get it. So I had to get this book. It was like a Nurgling Death Guard book. And this book here was like really cheap. This is like the cheapest book in the store. So it's a masterpiece of a book, and it's also like the cheapest uh, book in the store. Uh, so to tell you what it's about these kids here. It's about these kids here on a mission to find their mom, and her mom, the girl. And on their mission to find the mom, they run into this rogue trader. And during their adventures with the rogue trader, this inquisitor shows up. This inquisitor is book 5 only, I think. So he's new to this. He's new to this series. And if I remember right, this series ends on book 6. So, this is book 5 of 6. But anyways, they do a bunch of adventures of her, and then the Inquisitor guy shows up, and he takes the kids to this Forge World. You can see this Forge World in the background. And after being on the Forge World for like a couple hours, these Nurglings pop up, and they start infecting everyone. And it got to the point where the planet was considered a lost cause, and they had to call in the Space Marines. So within like a day of these Nurglings showing up, the planet was considered a lost cause. So pretty violent book, pretty gross book. I say it's gross because of all this, the zombie stuff. It is like a 4-hour book, so it's pretty short. I do think it's a masterpiece in writing. I had trouble. It's a real page turner. I had trouble putting the book down. It's really good. So what I find most impressive about this book is there's a lot of foreshadowing, and it took me a long time to realize it, but there's a lot of foreshadowing in the book, which you don't see anymore. Even the new books don't have foreshadowing, and I'll tell you guys now. I had to tell you, in these book reviews, I have to tell you a few things to get you guys interested in the book, so you go up and pick it up and enjoy it. So I will tell you now that the Inquisitor guy is evil. And what's interesting is not only is he evil, he's also the source of the demons. An Inquisitor that makes demons, which is pretty interesting. I think they did that in one of the Dawn War games, but you don't see that too often. Inquisitor stories are actually pretty rare. You don't see them in a lot of books. So it's just a joy to read. And there's a lot of foreshadowing going on that tells you that he's actually evil, which is trying to point my I can't point. I try to point there, but yeah, the Inquisitor guy is actually evil. So there's a lot of foreshadowing that tells you that, and they did a really, really good job of that. And there's actually pictures in the book, so I can show you a couple pictures. I'll show you like the first 4. This is them trying to send a message to the pirate girl. So that's that. And the lore is really, really good too. So even though this looks like a kid book, the lore is actually really solid. Everything in this book checks out, lore-wise. Inquisitor and the soldier kid hanging out. So there's that. Them trying to abduct this tech priest boy. So them trying to abduct the tech priest boy. They are on a Forge world. They're on a Forge world, so there you go. There's like a... Try to point again, but I guess I can't. But yeah, Forge world, this guy here helps out the Inquisitor. So pretty cool. I don't think anyone knew he was evil. So, Forge world guy there. Another picture of the Forge world. And there should be a picture of like the demons, right? Yeah, there's some zombie stuff there. So zombie tech priests. I'm surprised they have any flesh, to be honest with you. Tech priests don't like flesh. So, and what's really cool about this book is there's a glossary in the back. And even though I read a lot of Warhammer books, this glossary is really nice. So having this glossary is really, really cool. Got this, what is it called? I don't even know how to say that. Skitari, right? You get this Skitari. I'm not an admin expert. But you got this Skitari there. And you got the Castellan. They do show up in this book, in the couple of fights. But yeah, I would say this is a really fun book. I really, really enjoyed it. It's a page turner, and I read it in one sitting. So yeah, really short, really cheap. Really enjoyed it, and I couldn't pick up all the clues. I wasn't able to pick up on all the clues when I first read it. So maybe you guys can pick up on all the clues when you read it. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this one. Highly, highly recommend it. Really, really good. If you like action books, if you like adventure books, really, really solid. And there's a lot of solid Forge World action in it. So I really enjoyed it. This is going to be my last book review for a while. I still have that Krieg book to read. That one there. That one's going to take me a while. So this should be the last book review for for a long time. Uh, while I'm reading that book there, I'm gonna be making my usual Dawn of War stuff. I will get back to Dawn of War pretty soon, so there's that to look forward to. But yeah, really, really solid book. I recommend picking it up. It is book 5 of 6. I think this whole series is incredible. Uh, I know the book is about kids, but I enjoyed it a lot. Uh, it has a lot of adult themes in it, so don't be afraid to read it. It's really, really solid. Uh, I think that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching.